hope you enjoy this as much as I do. My control. My control. My control. My control. Are we ready?
Hi, Gaddy coming at you again with another countdown. So ask me if I'm a big fan of Janet Jackson, and I'll probably answer, no, not really. However, my roommate says that every time he leaves his room, which is not that often, he claims that I got some Janet rocking. I tell him that it's just a kooky coincidence because, I'm not really into Janet. But then Spotify came out with their Wrapped thing for 2024. Janet was number 4 on that list. So am I a closet Janet fiend who isn't ready to admit it and get the help that I need? Or maybe it's just that even though Janet may not be my go-to artist, she's got enough good stuff out there that makes it kind of difficult not to have her music on at any given time. So let's take a look at your Black Gaddies top 5 deep album cuts by Janet Jackson. Now this wasn't so easy because back in her heyday, if Janet had an album with 500 songs on it, 498 of them would be released as singles. Also, once Janet fell off, I stopped listening to her music. So there are a number of songs out there on the market that I've never heard.
And I've got lots of it.
Hey, and I'm not going to hear them now either. At the end of the day, there was very little to choose from when making this list, but I did the best that I could. So let's get into it. Number 5, He Doesn't Know I'm Alive. There were only 2 songs left on Control to choose from, as the other 7 had been released as singles at some point during the album's promotional cycle. And I wasn't going to pick You Can Be Mine, even if my life depended on it. He Doesn't Know I'm Alive is a fun song, and Janet even broke down and hit some high notes in it, proving that, at least back then, her vocals were alive too. Number 4, Lonely. Lonely was not chosen as a single off of Janet Jackson's Rhythm Nation 1814. I think that number meant that the album would have 18 songs and 14 of them would be released as singles. Like Whitney Houston, Janet's record company sucked all the juice out of her most popular albums. But still, back in her dazzling days, even the songs that were not chosen as singles, like Lonely, were still high quality stuff. Number 3, Where Are You Now? If I remember correctly, Where Are You Now, which comes off of Janet's Boobs Out album Janet, was dedicated to a dead pet like a dog or a hamster. Oh, those Jacksons and their animals. But this is a good song. It's a good sad song that I often look forward to whenever I listen to the Janet album. I insist that this hardly ever happens, even though my roommate and Spotify would completely disagree. Janet was never going to be invited to sing the national anthem at the All-Star game.
For the ramparts we watch, we're so gallantly streaming. And the Rockets, red flag.
But her vocals on this song were emotive enough to make me feel bad for her and her dead turtle. Number 2, Feels So Right. Someone has to explain to me why Son of a Gun, I Bet You Think This Song Is About You, that kind of kooky thing that she did with Big Mouth Carly Simon, was released as a single, and Feel So Right wasn't. Virgin Records had started to feel a little rope burned after signing Janet to the most lucrative contract in history. It seemed like a good idea when her 1993 Janet album spawned a ludicrous 9 singles and sold 6 million copies. But every subsequent album barely sold half of that, and far fewer singles were released from them. Things were starting to feel so wrong between Janet Jackson and Virgin Records.
Are we ready? I am. My control. My control. My control. My control.
Number 1, R&B Junkie. We now know that there were people inside of Janet Jackson's record company who set out to destroy her after the Super Bowl brouhaha. And they knew exactly how to do it. What they did was release Just a Little While, a song Britney Jears might have swatted away with a folded up newspaper, as the lead singer of 2004's Damita Jo, and not R&B Junkie. Borrowing heavily from Evelyn King's I'm in Love, R&B Junkie is an absolute stomper that's made even better when Janet mentions doing the Smurf, a dance I still frequently do around the house. So I'm going to come out and say it. Yes, I love me some Janet and appreciate how she spiced up my formative years with sassy hits from Control and dance numbers that helped me learn how to do the snake. Kudos to Janet Jackson for hanging in there and still drawing big crowds even to this day. And kudos to you for watching this video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, to like the video, and share it with your peeps. Hey, this is your Black Gaddy, over and out.